annoying he is being along with Saran is just zoning Johnson out. Jupiter, but the Raghav drive was absolutely perfect. Coming gets the retribution on time. Using the end, will be taking a lot of damage. Raghav not getting it. Johnson will be watching the and there we go. With the lead in with the super position. It's Rush not sniping.
home band there, and we can see Grok being picked. So what do you think? Grok will be their EXP laner or their roam for the side of Kachra Gang?
I believe he'll be the experienced because I don't think Grok will do that fairly in invading Akai or just against Akai in general. I believe that's the experienced, but I may be wrong.
Yes, invading a tank jungle is something very tedious to do. It might go sideways also a lot of times. So I wouldn't deny that it will be the EXP pick. And we can see
Oh,
Carmilla being hovered on. Carmilla is not a very common pick nowadays, but it wouldn't be too bad with the comp. But Atlas will be an amazing pick here as there is no proper counter to Atlas on the side of Kanye East.
well, there is Akai, but that takes
Oh
a
yeah,
skill
yeah.
to it takes a lot of skill to like pin Atlas down. So that it'll depend really on Kanye's skill to really counter Atlas here. So let's see here. Let's keep an eye on the Atlas and Akai in specific.
Well, best counters to Atlas, and I think the only disadvantage that Akai is going to face is that he has to save his ultimate for Akai's Atlas's ultimate. If he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
save it, then as soon as he like Kachra Gang will notice that Akai's ultimate is not there, that's their go-to time for the engage.
Yeah, just boom, conceal, flicker in. Now we're here in the
Exactly.
Land of Dawn, and before the game starts, the sponsors, that being Genesis Store, IVY Store, and Zeutan Store. Guys, make sure to check out for the redeem codes that will be popping in the stream chat and the Casters desk and the highlight reels in between. Make sure to redeem those codes and for 54 diamonds each. And now into the game, we see Grok aggressing on the Yuzong here. A very aggressively start the gameplay here. And on the mid lane, we see that Lolta is taking a huge beating, and this might be a first blood, but no. Lolta was able to survive with just a little more HP.
Well, if only Lilia had that flame shot, she could have secured that first blood, but she has gone for the purifier because of the presence of Kadita and Lolita on the side of Kanye East. So looks like Kachra Gang will be securing that Letho pretty easily, and CLB will be reaching level 4 pretty soon in the match.
Definitely. Picking Purify is not the worst choice, honestly, though, because seeing like Kanye is calm, even I would pick Purify.
Yeah, that's the natural pick that someone would go for. And what do you think? Which team has the upper hand in the first turtle fight?
That's a good question. I would have to say that's gonna be Kanye East because until the first circle, no tank's gonna have his ult ready. And oh, did Brody use his ult? No, he did not. He used nothing. He doesn't even have ult. Here we see Fredrin going on the Ulta though, and Lolta had to pop her flicker to escape. So she does not have that for the turtle fight. And now I believe he might go for it.
Well, that's a pretty huge resource being wasted, or you can say baited out from the side of Kanye East. They will be struggling in this turtle fight. Let's see if Akai can come in time to secure this huge objective.
Most definitely. Forge Kai doesn't have his ult ready for some reason. I was wondering where he used it. But he secures the turtle regardless. And now Yuzong is going in with Dragon and he's initiating on the Atlas. But Ulta is using her ultimate and catching no one. While Akati uses her ultimate to secure the Lilia. Akai pops in and pins the Fredrin and Kadita will take him down. Nathan is coming with Inspire, but it is not enough to take them down as he's retreating.
Oh, that was an amazing retribution there by Blaze, who secured the turtle from CLB. He is considered to be one of the best junglers in India server, so I'll give him kudos for doing that play.
I wonder what happened because Akai didn't even have ult. I wonder how that retry managed to land.
It's just faster fingers, I guess.
Now we see Lolta camping the Nathan, and this might be a gank going on him anytime soon. Wait for it. No.
Well,
Oh, Kadita has also joined in,
Brody will be
but
securing that gold crab.
yeah, but Nathan's playing safe, so Kadita and Lolta will back up now. And instead, Atlas and Millia will come in and try to get a bait on Brody now. And we'll see Atlas going in, and we might just see an ult pop, but no, he backed up as no one there was that follow up. And Frederick is going in on Nolta. And now on Akai, as Akai will pin two people down from the side of China East, and
Red team hero has been slain.
Well, looks like Kachra gang are having a hard time in the early game. They are not being able to find any pickoffs in this match. Instead, Akai and Lolita are sinking really well in this fight and pinning the heroes down very well, giving them a 4-0 lead in the early game, and already they are at the 2k goal lead. Second title of the
see
match
he's
has been
in
for
trouble.
Akai.
Blue team hero has been
Oh
slain.
no. Now Kaya might be taking this turtle for free, but Lolita will actually stun them, and Akai will also use his ult to get them, but Akai will use his ultimate to get out there. Now for Kadita uses ultimate, and the least of Fredrin, the damage coming in. Now Nathan is going in with Inspire, and he has taken down the Kadita, and now he's going in for the Brody, and he will also take him down. A good comeback from Kutcher Gang, and now we see Dragon going in. No, he is not.
Oh, Yuzong will be wasting his ultimate in that fight, but mind you, in this fight, Nathan got a double kill and a shutdown, so he
Yeah.
will be getting a very huge goal lead in this match already.
Oh, do you look at that damage from Nathan? What? Almost took a Lolita under the turret.
Well, he has already finished his Feather of Heaven, and he is also at more gold than Brody right now, so Brody will have to take his
Oh,
fights
we might
very
see a gank on
carefully.
Brody here. And it is a gank, and Atlas uses ultimate to secure the Brody. As you said,
Okay,
we
so
see the health gave them from Kutcher Gang.
yeah, the comeback is real, and Fredrin will be caught off in a bad spot, but looks like he will be fine for now, escaping and kiting all that damage.
But damage is really coming in. He needs that magic resist unless he wants to get caught again.
Yes, definitely. Meanwhile, in the top lane,
We see Yuzong pop his ultimate. Nathan's also pop his ultimate, and he's trying to deal damage to the dragon before he comes on him. He goes back to his shadow. Kai pins. Grok has flickered as Kai is backing up. Atlas is also all the team of Kachra Gang is doing on Kana East right now, and Kana East on the back foot right now. Fredrin is actually going in and trying to steal the blue buff of Akai.
Turret has been destroyed.
And now Nathan is using Spire, and he might kill. He will take down the Akai, and almost take down the Kadita, but the bubble will give her enough HP to go back into the fight, as we might see. And oh,
Blue
the
team
Nathan saved the Lilia by using his second skill and disrupting her ultimate.
oh, the comeback is pretty huge from the side of Kachra Gang. The farm lead that Nathan got from those double kills is really costing Kanye East very much.
Definitely. A pause coming from the side of Kana East, specifically from the Kadita and Lolita. Wow,
Well,
this
what
is
what
a
do you
very
think went
fun
wrong
match.
for the side of Kanye East?
I guess like they were snowballing, but they made one mistake somewhere. I don't know where. I
I
suppose
think it
I would
has
have
to
to
be
say,
that shutdown kill that they gave to Nathan.
yeah, definitely that could be actually it. Because ever after those shutdown kills, I just see Nathan. He's just deleting people.
Also, like once Nathan is this fed, like unless you kill Nathan as soon as the fight starts, you'll have a very hard time defending that damage. He'll just put on like activate his inspire and just go ham. You just have no answer to Nathan. That's why he's first picked or banned nowadays.
Yeah, definitely. Like Brody can't even 1v1 him because even if he built Venom Nature, how is that gonna help? That's magic damage coming from Nathan.
Yeah, that's the only like a marksman, right? Who against whom
Yeah,
you can't do anything. Like you just have to take
you
all that
actually
damage
need
or kill him.
You actually need assassin or mage to kill him.
Exactly. So who do you think is there on the side of Kanye East that can actually delete Nathan in the beginning of the fight?
I mean, obviously that should be just Kadira, right? She has a petrify, she has the damage. We have seen her delete Fredrin from the side of Katragang. She just needs to focus him down. She needs to be able to focus him down.
Right, right. So I think if they were hearing us, Karita knows exactly what to do now.
Yes. Good luck, Kanais. You've got very good tips from us. We're very pro players. Trust.
Okay, we will be coming back from the pause. Seems like Kachra Gang has got their momentum in the match, and let's see where this goes from here on.
There's a 3k lead on the side of Katragang and a 2
Ooh.
tower lead as well. So that's a pretty solid and firm lead right now they have. But I believe that
Ra-
Kanais does have a very strong comeback potential.
Yes, they do have Brody for the late game. He is a marksman who is not known very much for late game, but still, if the team fights get very messy and if Nathan is focused early in the fight, Brody can actually start getting those triple kills, maniacs and stuff.
Definitely. Now we see, let me see Grok's build. Grok's build is actually something interesting. It's actually full damage. It's expected from Grok's speed, but I don't really see a point of it nowadays. What do
Well,
you think on
it's
Grok's
mostly
damage?
used for like one-shotting the enemy marksman. Just flicker ult him, and
Oh,
someone else is
conceal
going
coming
to
from Atlas here.
delete him.
Oh, and he will grab 2 members of Kanye East. And here we see Nathan going ham. He will take on Brody. Lolta using her ultimate, and she'll stun 3 members of Katra Gang. But and Kadita will go in and take down Lilia. Akai is pinned, and he will take Fredrin into his turret. But Nathan survives all of that.
Oh, did you see that four-man petrify by Kahita there? That was pretty crazy.
I missed that one, but that's insane. Is that why Nathan almost died?
Yes, yes. He didn't get Nathan, but I think he managed to kill Lilia or someone,
Yeah, yeah.
one of the
Team
mages,
match
and
Lilia.
almost kill Nathan. That was huge. He just needs to do that early in the fight. Then Kanye East will have a very good chance at winning the team fight.
Yeah, but that's the issue, right? Like just because like Akaya wasn't there, Atlas went and concealed in them.
Exactly, exactly. So the first Lord is up, and looks like
Oh, Akaya
Kachna
in
Gang has
trouble
enough.
here. Akaya has used the ultimate to, and Atlas in turn has ultimate instead, taking Akai and Yuzong. Here we will see Grog ultimate on Lolt and Kadita, and now Brody is stuck by 5 members of Katra Gang, and he will actually take down the Nathan. But
Oh, taking down Nathan was a very good
two.
play there, but will Kadita be able to do something in this Lord engage?
I don't believe that because she has no ultimate. Yep, they are backing up.
Okay, without ultimate, it's very tough to steal the Lord. So yes, that was the right play there by Kadita, and now I think the Lord will be marching from the bot side, and the mid side and top side will be slow pushing. Let's see how well Kanye East can defend this first Lord push.
It should be manageable for them considering it's just a level 1 Lord, but if Katra Gang manage to like take some members of Khan East off from the bat, this will do some damage. So they need to be careful of not getting picked off like they did before with the Atlas.
Right, right. So I think Akai has to be a very good lookout for the side of Kanye East and disengage that Atlas as soon as possible.
Hmm. Oh, here we see Atlas going in again, or with Conceal, but he will get someone? No, he will not. So Conceal wasted here, but he still has Flicker, so I'm keeping an eye on you. Here we see the Atlas going in again, and if he gets someone, nope, not again. The Lord has broken down inhibitor trade though, so I think that's already good trade. And now Katra Gang is backing up. Dragon pop from the side of Yuzong.
Well, one inhibitor from the level 1 Lord is a huge
Yeah,
objective, but Yuzong,
we see Atlas going in, but he will not take anyone. But Nathan's damage will be able to take down Yuzong. But yeah, you're
What was
right. Still
Yuzong
one
trying to
god
do
point
there?
there. I don't know actually. Oh, Kadita though! She almost got the Nathan,
Been slain.
but Fredrin saved him just in time.
Oh, that was very unfortunate for Kadita. She went for the right target, but she got cancelled out. So, guys, if you are having a hard time against Kadita, always take heroes that can cancel her second skill or alt phase, and then you're good to go, just like this.
Yes, just very fast these skills. Now here we see Atlas conceal again, and he might go for someone here. He might be going for Brody here, and there's no Kai, so we'll see an ult from Atlas, and we'll see Brody go down. Lolta in trouble here. Lolta will flicker out, and Dragon's going in the middle of Katarang right now. He's backing up because of damage. He goes back inside, and he will get deleted by the Grok. And it seems you're right, Grok Dam is really useful right now.
Right, Grok is simply bursting the marksman Brody, and Kadita going
Oh.
in, but she'll get
Oh
twisted down
no!
instantly.
Here we see a 3-man ult by the Lolta, and Akai is pinning the Nathan down, so this defense might be possible. No, but the Grok will end.
Oh, that was quite a good start there for the side of Kanye East, but Kachra Gang with the expertise, with the mid game and securing the win. It's now a 1-1 score, so they need both teams are at match point, and whoever wins the next match will be moving forward to the semifinals. What do you think went wrong for the side of
My
Kanye East?
goodness. I believe that Akai's positioning was not optimal. Every time Atlas ulted, it was when Akai was away from his team. That's the only people Atlas ulted. He didn't ult anyone else.
Exactly, and you can see that Lolita has got the MVP in the first match.
I
When the
think that's
tank
well
gets the
deserved.
MVP loss, you know that it's a very sad situation because you can say that the tank is not dying, and the enemy team is just bullying your carry heroes, your marksman, your mage,
Yes.
and the tank is helpless. He just can't do anything about it. So that's literally the story of this match. But I think Kanye East can learn from their mistakes, not get Nathan fed, and most probably ban Nathan in the next match and come up with a more dynamic draft. And hopefully they can put up a better match in the second game, second game. Okay.
What do you think went wrong for Yuzong? Because I see he's bronze, so do you think it's a pick, or do you think that Grok just played very good?
Honestly, it's more like the Nathan getting fed too early in the match, and once Nathan is fed, Yuzong he can try to like petrify combo him, but then he failed to do that most of the time, and he just can't do much at this point. It's just on Kadita to one shot Nathan. Otherwise, Nathan will just wipe out your team.
So just an unfortunate situation from Kana East, but we can see a comeback now. Now before we go in for the next match, we will go for the sponsors. The sponsors being Genesis Store, IVY Store, and Zeutan Store. Guys, make sure to check out for the redeem codes that will be popping up in between the matches. And we will see you guys for the next match. This is me, Gentox, and my partner here, Shazi. Going in with Dragon, and he's initiating on the Atlas, but also is using their ultimate and catching no one, while Alcate uses their ultimate to secure the Lilia. Akai pops in and pins the Fredrin and Ulta. And now on Akai, as Akai will pin two people down from the side of China East, and
Red team hero has been slain.
Kadita uses ultimate and the least of Fredrin, the damage coming in. Now Nathan is going in with Inspire, and he has taken down the Kadita, and now he's going in for the and here we see Nathan going ham. He will take down Brody. Lolta using her ultimate, and she'll stun 3 members of Katra Gang, and Kadita will go in and take down Lilia. Akai has pinned, and he will take, in turn has ultimate instead, taking Akai and Yuzong. Here we will see Grok ultimate on Lolta and Kadita, and now Brody is stuck by 5. Okay, so we'll see an ult from Atlas, and we'll see Brody go down. Lolta in trouble here. Lol will flicker out and Dragon's going in the middle of Kacharagang right now. He's backing up because of damage. He goes back inside and he will get deleted by the Korok. Going in with Dragon and he's initiating on the Atlas, but also he's using their ultimate and catching no one, while Akati uses their ultimate to secure the Lilia. Akai pops in and kills the Fredrin and Lolita. And now on Akai, as Akai will pin two people down from the side of China East and
Red team hero has been slain.
Kadita uses ultimate and deletes the Fredrin. The damage coming in. Now Nathan is going in with Inspire and he has taken down the Kadita. And now he's going in for the Bruce. And here we see Nathan going ham. He will take on Brody. Lolta using her ultimate and she'll stun 3 members of Katra Gang, and Kadita will go in and take down Lilia. Akai has pinned and he will pin in turn has ultimate instead, taking Akai and Yuzong. Here we will see Grog ultimate on Lolta and Kadita. And now Brody is stuck by 5. Okay, so we'll see an ult from Atlas and we'll see Brody go down. Lolta in trouble here. Lolta will flicker out and Dragon's going in the middle of Kacharagang right now. He's backing up because of damage. He goes back inside and he will get deleted by the Korok. Going in with Dragon and he's initiating on the Atlas, but also he's using their ultimate and catching no one, while Akati uses their ultimate to secure the Lilia. Akai pops in and kills the Fredrin and Lolita. And now on Akai, as Akai will pin two people down from the side of China East and
Red team hero has been slain.
Kadita uses ultimate and deletes the Fredrin. The damage coming in. Now Nathan is going in with Inspire and he has taken down the Kadita. And now he's going in for the Bruce. And here we see Nathan going ham. He will take on Brody. Lolta using her ultimate and she'll stun 3 members of Katra Gang, and Kadita will go in and take down Lilia. Akai has pinned and he will pin in turn has ultimate instead, taking Akai and Yuzong. Here we will see Grog ultimate on Lolta and Kadita. And now Brody is stuck by 5. Okay, so we'll see an ult from Atlas and we'll see Brody go down. Lolta in trouble here. Lolta will flicker out and Dragon's going in the middle of Kacharagang right now. He's backing up because of damage. He goes back inside and he will get deleted by the Korok. Going in with Dragon and he's initiating on the Atlas, but also he's using their ultimate and catching no one, while Akati uses their ultimate to secure the Lilia. Akai pops in and kills the Fredrin and Lolita. And now on Akai, as Akai will pin two people down from the side of China East and Kadita uses ultimate and deletes the Fredrin. The damage coming in. Now Nathan is going in with Inspire and he has taken down the Kadita. And now he's going in for the Bruce. And here we see Nathan going ham. He will take on Brody. Lolta using her ultimate and she'll stun 3 members of Katra Gang, and Kadita will go in and take down Lilia. Akai has pinned and he will pin in turn has ultimate instead, taking Akai and Yuzong. Here we will see Grog ultimate on Lolta and Kadita. And now Brody is stuck by 5. Okay, so we'll see an ult from Atlas and we'll see Brody go down. Lolta in trouble here. Lolta will flicker out and Dragon's going in the middle of Kacharagang right now. He's backing up because of damage. He goes back inside and he will get deleted by the Korok. Going in with Dragon and he's initiating on the Atlas, but also he's using their ultimate and catching no one, while Akati uses their ultimate to secure the Lilia. Akai pops in and kills the Fredrin and Lolita. And now on Akai, as Akai will pin two people down from the side of China East and
Red team hero has been slain.
Kadita uses ultimate and deletes the Fredrin. The damage coming in. Now Nathan is going in with Inspire and he has taken down the Kadita. And now he's going in for the Bruce. And here we see Nathan going ham. He will take on Brody. Lolta using her ultimate and she'll stun 3 members of Katra Gang, and Kadita will go in and take down Lilia. Akai has pinned and he will pin in turn has ultimate instead, taking Akai and Yuzong. Here we will see Grog ultimate on Lolta and Kadita. And now Brody is stuck by 5. Okay, so we'll see an ult from Atlas and we'll see Brody go down. Lolta in trouble here. Lolta will flicker out, and Dragon's going in the middle of Katarang right now. He's backing up because of damage. He goes back inside, and he will get deleted by the Korok. Going in with Dragon, and he's initiating on the Atlas. But Lolta is using her ultimate and catching no one, while Akita uses her ultimate to secure the Lilia. Akai pops in and kills.
Annoying is being along with Saran is just zoning Johnson out. Jupiter, but the Raghav drive was absolutely perfect. Damage gets the retribution on time. Using the endless, it will be taking a lot of damage. Raghav not get a finger. Johnson will be launching the and there we go. Get the lead in with the super position. It's Rush not sniping.
Welcome everybody to MK Championship Season 5. This is day, I think this is day 7, right? What is it?
Day 1 of quarterfinals.
Day 1 of the quarterfinals. We're just speeding through this. But whatever the case is, welcome back to day 1 of the quarterfinals. This is the match point of Kachagrank versus Kanye. As you know, the Kanye East got a free points since Kachagrank couldn't join in the first match, but they clutched up and got the second match's victory. Now, will this be Kachagrank's victory or Kanye East is lock and roll? Jen, what do you think? What's your predictions? I was just watching the match through the viewer streams, and I was very excited and very shocked at what Kachagrank's potential to be.
Definitely. We saw Katarang struggle in the early game, but just after 2 shutdown kills from Nathan, they just started snowballing instead. I believe Katarang does have the potential to win this, but also Kanye East also has it. This will be a very close match. And here we go into the draft section. Before that, I want you to give the sponsors of this tournament, please.
Let's just talk about the sponsors. We have Zeutan Store, Zeutan Store, and vist Store who are sponsoring the giveaways that we have provided to you. You might have noticed them at the Master's desk. That is a giveaway code. Go back and check it out and write that down. Go to the website description. Everything's there. Don't worry. Don't stress about it. But remember, first come, first serve. It's always that. It is always that. It's never gonna be another server.
Definitely.
And now we have Wadwan and Joy from the side of
Kanye East.
Kanye East. What do you think of that, Jen? What do you think of those bans?
We have seen these bans before. Actually, Kanye East already banned Joy before. So I believe Katarang has a good Joy user. One was also banned in the previous match, but instead by the side of Katarang. Kyle is also a good ban. It is supposedly for the Joy.
And Arlet's
all round is Arlet.
Arlet's on Arlet. But we see a Nathan pick, but aside from Kanye East, they've locked Nathan. Now that is a very smart ploy here.
That's because Katarang picked Nathan in the last match. I assume they don't want to let Nathan in the side of Katarang gain. That's a good play.
What is this that I see? Kanye East picking up Kratida right picking up Kratida right after Kanye East? Are they trying to show that let me show you how to play Kratida? Let me teach you how to be What is this disrespect over here?
Who knows?
We have a Badam side lane. What do you think?
We might take a beta pick here.
Nope, it's a Lilia. It's a Lilia against Kratida. Lapu side. What do you think of Badam side? I've not seen him on rarely. I've seen him.
Badam side is a very solid pick, considering that if you can get stuck in a combo by him, you're most assuredly dead. So it's just like a physical Kratida, I would say that.
God.
That's all I can say. Like that's the whole thing. He's a physical
I
killer.
mean, yeah, that is true. It's a burst unit. It's a burst unit. Camping burst. So, and while you're saying that, Moscow being pit against Leighton, both very weak early game, but like we'll just see who's either weaker or who's stronger. You know.
I believe Nathan has a stronger early game than Moskov, but depending on how they
Yeah.
play, that they flip around.
Because he hits twice, right? Like the base attack thing. And Lolita band comes in from the side of Kachadai. What is this?
That's actually kind of debatable, considering that I thought they would like Lolita instead, because Kanye East has Nathan.
And their defense
this
has
is-
Moscow too, and they might pick another hero that like throws projectiles, so they don't want to risk it. And a
But here we see Fanny banned. This has
Un-
happened before. They have banned Fanny before, Kutcher Gang as well before.
oh, I wonder what's the reason. What is the vibes of that? And we have
I,
Frederick.
I assume Blaze from Kutcher Gang is a good Fanny user. Here we might see him pick Vedrin again.
Yeah, Sean is good, like throwing on Fredrin. Oh. Oh,
It's the Behelter this time.
an interesting choice here.
A solid pick to focus out than Nathan and Lilia.
And I guess a good silencer too, because of the fact that ult first kill and then retreat, easy way to secure turtle or lord or any effective in general. And we see tank here on a fight or roam with either a tie jungle, Brat's
Gonna be
jungle.
Bharat.
Whatever the case is, both of them can't necessarily catch Hellcat unless they both tag team him, because of his passive, the silence passive.
Yes, you're right. What Kanye East's team is missing is an assassin, while Kutcher Gang's team is half the Kutcher Gang's team is just filled with assassins, kind of.
But they're a bit squishy, so they gotta be aware of that. They might have to. Ooh, a Cho tank. A Yaoi. A Yaoi. Let's
Yavi
Yaoi
hanging on on.
Yaoi play. What is that?
Oh, I think I missed it up. It's Kanye East on the right side. In any case, now let's see.
Now let's.
Who do you think has a better comp than Reggie?
Comp wise, I have to go for the tanky boys. Honestly, 3 tanky and 2 squishies is always a very good comp. But like, it's been this really surprised me. It's showing how out damaging your opponent is also very great. But before we go on with like our discussion on comps, I have to give like another shout out to our stores, our sponsors, Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, and IUI Store. They're sponsoring the drillaways. They're giving out the diamonds that we're providing to you guys. So, I think the winner of the previous giveaway has been announced here. Dark, congratulations. Now on to the match. On to the
match, we see both junglers approaching their buffs. Brat will start with the blue, while Helga will start with the red. Both the tanks are in the mid lane, as Franco is trying to see if anyone's at the blue buff, knock, but there's no one there.
Franco players are just, they're gonna be annoying.
They just won't be knowing. Here we see Franco hook Cho all the way to the third, and he will waste his flicker, also using his own flicker in turn though. So that's a flicker trade. On the top though, we see Bharat beating up the Lapu for cutting his lane, but Lapu manages to back up. Here we see Invade coming in from Bharat and Franco, but to no avail as Hulkert will secure his own jungle. And now Bharat is onto Leto, and this is a free Leto as well. Both marksmen are playing extremely kind of passive. Moscow is trying to get this grab.
The early game works, but you can't play them honestly. They're gonna be like children fighting for toys, that's the vibe. And never mind, Nate is beating up his other playmate. What is happening here?
That could be because he messed up on the positioning once. Kadita here is in a bit of trouble though. We might see her go down because she doesn't have first skill. But Franco hooks Helga Braxton, and that's called hooking the shark. And Nathan will go down.
That Kadita beat herself.
Brat has retreat the Moscow, and he will ult him as well. He has been eaten, and he'll get thrown on the wall and taken down.
I was just about to say, Kadita made it like an excellent bait, being a fish and all, but like, got cut off as Mostov like kind of ruined that marksman trade. Well, it's not a ruin, it's a very even trade for both sides.
Machli badi tasty hai.
Machi bahut tasty. Machi is tasty. Like fish is tasty. Fish is tasty.
Fish
Now we-
gang, I'm chicken
Turtle start.
gang.
We see a turtle started from by Lapu Lapu and Barat's Hellcurt with no ult. Might not initiate on this turtle, but with his entire team backing him up. So
Oh,
who knows? Who knows?
Lilia though, the damage coming in, Bros takes that very freely. Almost no competition.
Lydia's bombs are too much for Hellcurt to handle. Just 3 bombs and he's already down back to base. Oh no, back to his buff. It's just taking it slowly, taking it like happily.
Here we see Joe coming on down the bottom lane, and we might see a gang coming in. But Franco has revealed his position. Will it be a kick? It will not be. And Nathan actually goes back to the Joe. A very daring play by him.
A very like strong man's play. Cho defending Mostra from any pesty Francos and Lilia. So
And I just realized why he did that, because Joe didn't have his ult yet. He just got it. So that's a good play from him.
a Frank and a hook by
Oh.
an escaping Chatina. This is why he's a butcher, man. This is why he has a butcher skin, because he catches fish for a living. We see another.
Oh, here we see Erechi on the Hellcurt, and we might see... Oh, the hook on the Hellcurt, really nicely done. Bratz
But-
has the Joe, and he will make him go down. Moscow in trouble as well.
The way of the dragon hits Lilia, but Lilia's all brands with the CC immunity and the Purify. The Nightmare.
Oh, another hook by
Another-
Franco. What is this, Franco?
A beautiful hook. A beautiful play by Franco over here, honestly. And we just see them take the
I want another hook. Give me another hook, Franco.
At this
Go
point,
on.
it's just which team has Nathan, that team wins. You know,
Oh, a miss because he thought he was there,
a
but...
very nice circ.
Oh, well.
A very nice circ. What is
Oh,
happening?
Franco also show, and he'll be
Heavy
freaking out.
A bloody massacre on that show, but that led to nothing. Show had to use Flicker to get out of there, so I guess that was a good trade. You know, Flicker for a Flicker. Or was that just a dash? A hook,
Another hook.
but no ult. But getting that dives out of the way. Good choice. Good choice. Show might die here. No, he'll just like dash out. Dash.
Ross is taking the turtle for free here.
I mean, yeah, it's not his tracks. Who's going to hurt the dino? Who's going to like damage the dino? You know, no one fights with the dino. Now you see Nathan Lapu Lapu swapping lanes just to push turrets. That's great. Another hook on that Badan. Badan dashes over to the wall, but I don't think he might survive this.
Oh no, yeah,
And
he is
there's a
taking a
four
lot of
man.
damage here. Oh, that
Wait.
Hellcurt though.
They're not too greedy. They want it is the way of the dragon, Hellcurt's never-ending nightmare, and Kadina's diving ult. Beautiful play, beautiful play. The fish fights bad. That's what we can figure this out. That's what we can figure out.
The fish fights back.
We see a 5-man push on bot, or is it a 3-man? The 3-man push on bot, the 2-man push on top. A turret for a turret. The goal advantage is 3k for the side of Structure to the left side, right? Or is it Kanye East? Because we're just messing this up at this point. But wait, we have
Well-
a tank on
It's kinda east on the right side.
Kanye East is on the right side. Or we see Structure Drain just eating up Cho, and that is a successful draw. Crashes into the wall. That's a kill. Hellcurt, never in nightmare, onto the native. Will Nathan live this? The Inspire is actually helping out. Franco's ult, although cancelled, gives Nathan the chance to run away and kill him. A beautiful outplay. Beautiful outplay.
Damn it, from Lapu.
Snipe. What a snipe from Mostrov. Nowhere. But he trades his life for that snipe. Cho comes in with the jump and the dragon. Maybe not. Nope, he's just waiting. Baran's trying to push them back. Well, he is trying. His attempt is nice. His attempt is good. And Lapu Lapu going insane over here. Franco coming in with the ult. Never mind, it's done. It is
Oh,
off.
no hook. But Bratz though is in trouble.
Baratz is in a bit of trouble. The CC immunity on both sides like kind of screws him off. Hellcurt tries to go over Franco but gets scared. I would be scared too from that. We see Lapu Lapu just walking through Cho like he's nothing. I wonder if I just left him, honestly. But he's
I
still
would
there.
say that. Okay, what do you think? Since Kachagi is on the front foot over here, what do you think Kanye needs to do now?
Ronnie East just needs to delay at this point and just kill Nathan. And once again, focus on Nathan. Focus on timekeeper.
But they have been focusing on Nathan. Nathan's 133.
But honestly, what's happening? We just gotta see. Helter,
Oh, the Franco again.
right? The way of the judge on the Nathan. That is kill on Nathan. Nope, he knows that. But Cho sacrifices his own life. Kadina with a 3-man petrified. Ults, but the Lilia ults back and just heals all of it. Kalila doesn't go down, Moscow goes down, but Kalila does get a kill for her life. Lapu Lapu dies in too deep. We see Badan and Kalila just defending the lane, but as they're outnumbered, they won't be able to. They're forced to retreat. But it's still a 4v4 currently. They might get the advantage.
I believe that Kachagi is holding off from the turtle to like get early Lord, which is a smart play.
Honestly,
So they might just go for this very early Lord.
how can they defend it? How can Kanye East defend it? With Inspired Monster, maybe, honestly, but Cho has no flicker. He might get it in time for the Lord, but who knows?
That's correct. The only lane clearing hero that Kanye East really has is Moskov.
The Way of the Judge on the Soul of Frightgrove, the second skill from the Fist of Fury. They just hated that Frightgrove. How dare he hurt us so many times without being punished? How dare he even hurt?
This is a questionable play from Kachra Gang's tank because now they have to somehow get a good trade out of this Lord. Otherwise this Lord will be wasted.
I do say to fortress the Titan a bit much, but not like this. Not like this. Just 2 ults is fine. Or not even 2 ults. Just like 1 ult and 2 people to fortress down the Titan is fine. That was just a bit excessive.
You could say it was excessive, but it was just only Helgard's ultimate that really counted because Badang's ultimate is already back, right? It's a Luke 3 ult.
That is true. That is true. Helter has lost his advantage, just silence the enemy team. And Front has
but you wouldn't have his ult. It's gone.
On the Badan, Cho could immune this, he dashes out, but Helter comes in, silences on a 3-man. But they can't survive Nathan. Nothing can survive Nathan. His entropy proves to us on why there's a question mark and not a full stop. Unlike can you? Can. But no. No one can win this against Nathan. Now that is a win to Kachadane, proving to us that even if you leave for the first match, it's fine. Late game, bro. Late game.
In any case, the second win goes also to Kachra Gang. Well done by the Kachra Gang for some managing to win against all odds against Kanye East despite losing 1 point by default. They will be entering the semifinals while Kanye East goes, but well played by them as well. They did have Kachra Gang at their seats in some instances. This Franco, I have to mention, this is the unsung hero of Kachra Gang. I will have to say that.
The unsung MVP. The unsung MVP.
Yes. This guy hooked every single member.
Hook accuracy? They should have a hook accuracy where it's like 75. Shit, like not 75, 85%. Because that was the fright versus hooks, honestly.
Definitely.
Before we cut off, let me do say thank you to my sponsors. We have Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, and IVI Store. We're sponsoring our attorneys. They're giving you the giveaways. The winner of the previous giveaway might be announced in the next highlights intro. And if I haven't announced that yet, that's fine. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Winner or Mrs. Winner. Well done. See you guys. Have fun. See you in the next match. Peace.
Bye-bye. Trouble though, we might see her go down because she doesn't have first skill, but Franco hooks Helga Braxton, and that's called hooking the shark, and Nathan will go down.
That Karina,
On the Helga, really nicely done. Bratz has the Joe, and he will make him go down. Moscow in trouble as well.
the way of the dragon hits Lilia, but Lilia's old branch with the CC immunity and the Purify. Badan dashes over to the wall, but I don't think he might survive this.
Oh no, yeah, he is
After the
taking a lot of damage here. Oh, that Helga though.
They got too greedy. They want into the way of the dragon. Never Nightmare onto the Nathan. Will Nathan live this? The Inspire is actually helping out. Franco's ult, although cancelled, gives Nathan the chance to run away and kill him. A beautiful
Okay.
right the way of the treasure of the Nathan. That is kill on Nathan. Nope, he lives that. But chose sacrifices on more like 30 for 3-man petrify. Ults, but the Lilia
Only lane clearing hero that Kanye East really has is Moskov.
the way of the judge on the soul of Fright Grove. The second skill from the old the fist of fury. Disadvantage, just silence the enemy team and front press both
But you only have his
ult.
ult is on.
on the Badan. Short could immune this, he dashes out, but Helter comes in, silences on a 3-man. But
Trouble though. We might see her go down because she doesn't have first skill. But Franco hooks Helgat Baxton, and that's called hooking the shark. And Nathan will go down.
that the
On the Felgut, really nicely done. Bratz
But-
has the Cho, and he will make him go down. Moscow in trouble as well.
the way of the dragon gets Lilia, but Lilia's old brands with the CC immunity and the Purify. That Badan dashes out to the wall, but I don't think he might survive this.
Oh no, yeah,
After
he is
the
taking a
four
lot of
man-
damage here. Oh, that
Wait.
Helgut though.
They're not too greedy. They want it is the way of the dragon. Never Nightmare onto the Nathan. Will Nathan live this? The inspired is actually helping out. Franco's ult, although cancelled, gives Nathan the chance to run away and kill him. A beautiful
Okay.
right the way of the treasure of the Nathan. That is kill on Nathan. Nope, he lives that. But chose sacrifices on more like 30 for 3-man petrify. Ults, but the Lilia
Only lane clearing hero that Kanye East really has is Moskov.
the way of the judge on the soul of Fright Grove. The second skill from the old the fist of fury. Disadvantage, just silence the enemy team and front press both
But you only
and
have his
ult.
ult is on.
on the Badan. Short could immune this, he dashes out, but Helter comes in, silences on a 3-man. But
Trouble though. We might see her go down because she doesn't have first skill. But Franco hooks Helgat Baxton, and that's called hooking the shark. And Nathan will go down.
that the
On the Felgut, really nicely done. Bratz
But-
has the Cho, and he will make him go down. Moscow in trouble as well.
the way of the dragon gets Lilia, but Lilia's old brands with the CC immunity and the Purify. That Badan dashes out to the wall, but I don't think he might survive this.
Oh no, yeah,
After
he is
the
taking a
four
lot of
man-
damage here. Oh,
But
that
wait.
Helgut though.
They're not too greedy. They want it is the way of the dragon. Never Nightmare onto the Nathan. Will Nathan live this? The inspired is actually helping out. Franco's ult, although cancelled, gives Nathan the chance to run away and kill him. A beautiful
Okay.
right the way of the treasure of the Nathan. That is kill on Nathan. Nope, he lives that. But chose sacrifices on more like 30 for 3-man petrify. Ults, but the Lilia
Only lane clearing hero that Kanye East really has is Moskov.
the way of the judge on the soul of Fright Grove. The second skill from the old the fist of fury. Disadvantage, just silence the enemy team and front press both
But you only have his
ult.
ult is on.
on the Badan. Short could immune this, he dashes out, but Helter comes in, silences on a 3-man. But
Trouble though. We might see her go down because she doesn't have first skill. But Franco hooks Helgat Baxton, and that's called hooking the shark. And Nathan will go down.
that the
On the Felgut, really nicely done. Bratz
But-
has the Cho, and he will make him go down. Moscow in trouble as well.
the way of the dragon gets Lilia, but Lilia's old brands with the CC immunity and the Purify. That Badan dashes out to the wall, but I don't think he might survive this.
Oh no, yeah, he
After
is
the
taking a
four
lot of
man-
damage here. Oh,
But
that
wait.
Helgut though.
They're not too greedy. They want it is the way of the dragon. Never Nightmare onto the Nathan. Will Nathan live this? The inspired is actually helping out. Franco's ult, although cancelled, gives Nathan the chance to run away and kill him. A beautiful
Okay.
right the way of the treasure of the Nathan. That is kill on Nathan. Nope, he lives that. But chose sacrifices on more like 30 for 3-man petrify. Ults, but the Lilia
Only lane clearing hero that Kanye East really has is Moskov.
the way of the judge on the soul of Fright Grove. The second skill from the old the fist of fury. Disadvantage, just silence the enemy team and front press both
But you only
and
have his
ult.
ult is on.
on the Badan. Short could immune this, he dashes out, but Helter comes in, silences on a 3-man. But
Trouble though. We might see her go down because she's in her first skill. But Franco hooks Hellcat Baxton, and that's called hooking the shark. And Nathan will go down.
That Kadita side.
On the Hellcat, really nicely done. Bratz
But-
has the Joe, and will make him go down. Moscow in trouble as well.
The way of the dragon hits Lilia, but Lilia's old branch with the CC immunity and the Purify. That Badad dashes over to the wall, but I don't think he might survive this.
Oh no. Yeah,
That
he
is
is
a
taking a
four
lot of
man.
damage here. Oh, that
Wait.
Hellcat though.
They're not too greedy. They want it is the way of the dragon. Never nightmare onto the Nathan. Will Nathan live this? The Inspire is actually helping out. Franco's ult, although cancelled, gives Nathan the chance to run away and kill him. A beautiful
Okay.
Franco, the way of the treasure on the Nathan. That is kill on Nathan. Nope, he knows that. But Cho sacrifices his own for life. Kadita with a 3-man petrify. Ults, but the Lilia.
Only lane clearing hero that Kanye East really has is Moskov.
The way of the judge on the soul of Franco. The second skill from the old, the fist of fury. Disadvantage, just silence the enemy team and front press both
Oh, but the only guy with his
ult.
ult is on.
on the Badan. Cho could immune this, he dashes out, but Helter comes in, silences on a 3-man. But
Trouble though. We might see her go down because she's in her first skill. But Franco hooks Hellcat Baxton, and that's called hooking the shark. And Nathan will go down.
that Kadita side.
On the Hellcat, really nicely done. Bratz
But-
has the Joe, and will make him go down. Moscow in trouble as well.
The way of the dragon hits Lilia, but Lilia's old branch with the CC immunity and the Purify. That Badan dashes over to the wall, but I don't think he might survive this.
Oh no. Yeah,
That
he
is
is
a
taking a
four
lot of
man.
damage here. Oh, that
Wait.
Hellcat though.
They're not too greedy. They want it is the way of the dragon. Never nightmare onto the Nathan. Will Nathan live this? The Inspire is actually helping out. Franco's ult, although cancelled, gives Nathan the chance to run away and kill him. A beautiful
Okay.
Franco, the way of the treasure on the Nathan. That is kill on Nathan. Nope, he knows that. But Cho sacrifices his own for life. Kadita with a 3-man petrify. Ults, but the Lilia.
Only lane clearing hero that Kanye East really has is Moskov.
The way of the judge on the soul of Franco. The second skill from the old, the fist of fury. Disadvantage, just silence the enemy team and front press both
Oh, but the only guy with his
ult.
ult is on.
on the Badan. Cho could immune this, he dashes out, but Helter comes in, silences on a 3-man. But
Trouble though. We might see her go down because she's in her first skill. But Franco hooks Hellcat Baxton, and that's called hooking the shark. And Nathan will go down.
that Kadita side.
On the Hellcat, really nicely done. Bratz
Annoying is being along with Baran is just zoning Johnson out. Jupiter, but the Wrath of Drive was absolutely perfect. Coming gets the retribution on time. Using the endless, it will be taking a lot of damage out of it. Not getting the Johnson will be watching the and there we go. It's the Legion with the super position. It's Rust not sniping.
Welcome back, everybody, to MKE Championship Season 5. This is day 1 of the semi-final of the quarterfinals. And in this match, it's very exciting, and I hope it's hype for you as it's hype for me. It's ABM versus 7 Colors. Now, we've seen ABM before using the feeding Digi strategy and winning, dominating with the feeding Digi strategy. So, I don't know, they might do something similar here, or they might make another support feeding strategy, honestly. It'll be a sad to see a floating or wrap up feeding strategy, but who knows? Who knows? If they've surprised us once, they might surprise us again. And yeah, but before we start with the match, let's just talk about the sponsors, and then we'll talk about our ideas, our theories on the coming matches, which is like Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, IAY Store. They're sponsoring our diamond. They're sponsoring our diamonds that we're giving away to you in our giveaways. You might see the redeem code underneath us. Do check that out. Do check the description. You might see a link. Go to a store. Everything is just there. It'll be easy for you to understand. Don't worry about it. Now, on to my predictions. Ego, what's your predictions here? Mine is ABM off the bat. It's locked on it.
Exactly, Richie. ABM is one of the strongest teams in the tournament right now, and we are expecting them to give us another great strategy of theirs, show their exciting and unique picks they have been doing throughout the tournament. So this will be exciting to see. Yes.
I'm more excited to just see how they will give me another heart attack.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the draft right now. So I mean, we should be expecting just the normal bans right here. I guess nothing much flashy.
I'm going to expect a Diddy ban from $7 here.
But the Kufra has been banned from the side of 7 Colors. I guess this is a respect ban for that Kufra by Apex. We know how good he is on that Kufra. So yeah.
Respect from ABM seems a very high honor. Seems like a high honor.
Yeah, exactly. But from the side of ABM, they have banned that alert. This is a standard ban, so nothing surprising there. But what do you think, Richie, that the strategy from 7 Colors should be to defeat ABM, who are looking very strong in the tournament?
Honestly, I have no idea. It's just your average strategy of focusing out the marksman, focusing out the jungler, making sure that their farm is delayed, thus the enemy team is entirely delayed. But you might see, like I said, you might see something new with ABM we're talking about, and people who fight ABM also tend to forget what to do. So you might see some fun strategies here.
Yeah, so the 1-1 was been banned from the side of 7 Colors, so that is okay, quite okay. But when the Nathan was banned from the side of ABM, which is also a meta hero, so it is a expected ban. But they have picked the Joy 7 Colors, and we know how good Joy is on that XP lane. He can go into the back line, disrupt the formation of the enemy team, which is a good very annoying thing. But from the side of ABM, they have gone with that Esmeralda and that Xavier.
Out of that Joy pick, honestly. And as we talk about Joy, what do you think of that? Because it's like the shield that Joy gets is nullified by SB.
Yes, the Joy is almost impossible to catch. If in my opinion, I mean, he has almost 5 dashes on his second skill, and that when he pops up his ult, he gets that shield and also as well as the movement speed boost, and he's almost impossible to catch once he gets into the groove.
The beats, the ultimate beats. And while we were talking of Valier and Clit pick from the side of ABM, the Valier could be a surprise draw pick here, because I've seen Valier draw being used in some parts of some tourney matches and some some matches in general. But this might be a simple Valier mage, not a supposed Fredrin pick. What do you think?
Yes, the Martis and the Fredrin are still available for picks. And still the Julian is also up for grabs. We know how good Julian is in this current patch. So yeah, the Melissa was picked from side of ABM, but surprisingly they haven't banned a third hero. I guess it may be an mind games from their side, or maybe just internet issues. We don't know yet.
It could be their strategy, honestly. It could just be their strategy.
They are playing with their opponents' heads.
I will protect you. Your team is
At
picking.
this point, they just played with my own head.
And the Lolita has been banned from the side of Seven Colors. I mean, I don't know why they have banned it. Lolita, I guess maybe to give that Clint or the Joy a bit of upper hand. But from the side of Abomination, they have picked that Minshitar. I mean, the Minshitar room is quite good. We know how annoying it can be sometimes.
Honestly, yeah, Mincetar could counter like Mortis and Freddy, so it's like it's a tentative shutdown for those two pits there. To counter that, we see an Amon pit, and is that a down? Wait, who's the
Your
room?
team
Am I right? Is it Valir, Roman, Joy mid?
I guess they are going for that because we don't see anything else going for that mid lane except for that Joy. I don't expect that Clint to be going mid. He is absolutely going on that gold lane, and maybe but that Badang can be on that mid lane, but I don't think so. That
No,
they are
that's-
going for that Joy mid.
It's ABM. It's ABM. It's whatever they want to do. We just gotta watch. We can just only watch. And before the match starts, let's just give one last shout out to like the sponsors, which is Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, IUI Store. They're sponsoring our giveaways that were provided to you guys. Our previous winner, their name is Manai. Congratulations. Have fun with those diamonds. Like I said, first come, first served. That's how they got their diamonds. From this description below, or like it might be just in the live chat, you'll see there. Anyways, back to the matches. Edo, in your opinion, in terms of like comp based, which comp seems more deadly?
I guess ABM has a better draft, obviously, because I don't think that. I mean, they have a proper lineup here right now, front to back. But from the side of Seven Colors, I guess they lack that a bit of tankiness. There are no heroes who can be in the front line and sustain all the damage.
Honestly, I really do like $7 is comp here. Valir Rome is funny. Valir Rome is a funny pick here.
And I guess that Joy will be going on that mid lane along with that Valir Rome. Badang will be on that XP lane. Okay, so this is just basic laning from both the sides right now. Nothing much going on.
Let's chill for now as like nothing really happens. We see Mincetar helping with like Melissa punishing that then pushing it back. Is Joy going to like kill that like Hayabusa?
That Joy actually dealt a lot of damage to that Hayabusa, forcing him back, so that Ammon was able to take that Litho without any contest. But on the top side, both the roamers are there, and I guess we might see some fight. But no, the minion was cleared, so the Clint will be backing off right now.
We do see a Jay coming in from top lane. Valir Rome. It's weird to say that. And I'm bored by Mincetar, but Valir pushes back over them, stunning both Melissa and Mincy over here. Pushing them back, not like necessarily like punishing their foot, but like, push like making sure that they don't like get something off, get something done here. Clint, however, gets picked off here. Flitter wasted, but Flitter used, but doesn't really matter as Mincetar puts him back. Joy comes in to maybe like that, gonna like come back here, get like something done, but no, she just dashes in and dashes out.
Well, that was a one-to-one trade. Meanwhile, the Clint was taken down. Ammon was successfully able to get that kill on that Xavier, but Joy has his ultimate up and he will be going in, but the team of Abomination, they have retreated back, so no further damage. The turtle has been started by Seven Colors.
Turtle might be given to the Summon Color, honestly, as there's nothing like ABM to do to stop this. Valir Rome is just to push any invaders, any like potential annoyers back. Unless they might, unless this like are little, trying to like do something here.
That Badang was actually able to go into the blue buff and purple buff off the side of Abomination and was able to take down that Hayabusa. I guess 7 colors right now, they have a bit of the map control because they have that early game, heroes to be controlling right now.
And we see here, Joy is just. I feel like that's a very good choice to put Joy in mid lane. Her damage seems absurd. As Valir pits off Mid Zeutan at top lane split. Joy and Amon are picking off Hayabusa. Hayabusa and like. Hayabusa actually lived at Amon initially. That was surprising to me. I did not see that. That's my bad. But he died of thinking Amon coming in close to brother. Joy
that Joy is actually being very annoying for that Hayabusa. I mean, Hayabusa can do nothing right now. Meanwhile, on the top side, we might see a fight, but the Valir was taken down low, almost was taken down by that ult from the Xavier, but he will manage to go back. But the Minshitar has hooked that Aman, but Aman will not be able to survive. He almost escaped that, but no, there was no backup for him right there. Joy tried to, go in to get some spotlight, but no.
I think Joy vented the Revenant Beast, tried to tell the Melissa at the bat, but both SB and Midset are scared, which honestly, mood, that would scare me. The 2 Titans just staring off at me is terrifying. And we see another top lane. Valir, Joy, and Clint are bullying Melissa, but Joy gets cornered by the pin. Nothing can stop Joy's. Nothing can stop Melissa's ultimate. Not even Joy's anti-CC second skill.
Yeah, that. But right now the Xavier looks a bit in trouble. But will he be able to manage to escape this one? I don't think so. He is still alive, but the Clint will surely take him down. But Melissa was right there on time to get that trade kill over that Valir, and Hayabusa was also there to get that kill on the Clint. Meanwhile, Aman was able to take down that turtle on the bottom side.
This is looking pretty bad for Team 7 colors here. Although the goal gap is pretty equal here, nothing really has happened. And there was a from Melissa onto that boy.
I mean, the early lead from 7 colors, we thought they might be getting that early domination, but it seems they are losing the grab from that early damage they were able to do. I mean, that Melissa is on 5 kills right now.
They picked off one by one, honestly. ABM as Valir goes down, but he's back up. He's back up again. Still, the goal gap is pretty similar. It's not like one side has like a heavily high goal here. It's not like a 1K, 2K lead.
Yes, I guess this is because Team 7 colors, they were able to take 2 of the turtles that were but meanwhile in the mid lane we can see a fight. The Clint was able to take down that Minshitar. Hayabusa went in with the shadow kill but was unable to get the kill, but Padang comes in at the right time and was able to zone out that Hayabusa from escaping, and Clint was able to take down. And on the bottom side, the Ammon going into under that second tier turret, almost near the inhibitor, and takes down that Esmeralda. Meanwhile, the fight prolongs and the Melissa was able to take down that Joy, and that Badang almost escaped, but no, the Xavier and the Minshitar coming with the conceal play was able to take him down too.
It was a very good fight from ABM, but they did lose Hayabusa over there, which is not a really good trade. That is a 4-5 mid-start on the Clint. Chain scrolling, SV's falling star, and the Dolly. Like, why do you see players like committing to a single kill? Have you noticed that? Oh, that's a shutdown on that Melissa. Well, that's great for him. Will he get another kill here? Honestly, I feel like he might be looking for like a turtle Some Hayabusa is taken, and the retreat battle Hayabusa wins that small retreat battle though. Joy is having a tussle with the Esmeralda, but she's not starting to, she's immediately losing as soon as she popped her ult. The damage kills her more than actually kills SB here.
Yes, the gold still is almost similar on both team. There's not much a big separation yet. We are already on the 8th minute. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Badang was able to take down the tier 1 turret. And I guess the Amon was going into that. Minshitar will successfully take him down, but Melissa will trade the kill, and it's a one-on-one trade.
Ahmad ran a bit too greedy for that one. Oh, but Dodd comes in with a flicker ult onto that Xavier, but dies to the Melissa once again. This might be a triple kill for Melissa as Hayabusa corners Valiant. Sprint by Valiant, but he's not gonna live this, honestly. Oh, no, he does not live this, honestly. That was a bit too good out of 7 colors. You were saying?
Aman, the gold on that Melissa is very high right now. I mean, he has the highest gold in the match. This can be a bit of problem for Team 7 Colors because we can see that damage from that Melissa is hurting a lot.
That is true. Melissa does hurt a lot. With Inspire still ready, just waiting for it to be popped here. As we hold it onto that falling star, but she's not using it though. Hayabusa dives in with the shadow kill, but gets blocked off by the Fist of Zen. Melissa clears up with that puppet doll. But she might just get a savage? No. The Clint shuts down, and the Vengeance also shuts down Melissa. But sadly, Clint couldn't save Joy there. But gets put by Mincy, trying to put Esmeralda. Donnie Light onto the mod, but misses and hits Badad instead. Sees casualty fired. The Fist of Zen plus Amon's is daggers, tries to kill Mincy, but he's too tanky to survive both of them. Because of that, both of them die. As SB gets a double kill. Or was a single? I think that was a single kill from Xavier and a double kill from SB, but
we can see Alimon that Minshitar is catching off those backline heroes who are the main damage dealers from the side of 7 Colors. We have seen he has been catching off that Clint quite often right now, and this is not a good news for 7 Colors. If their damage dealer is not alive, then how are they supposed to win this?
So we see a 12 stride in from the side of ABM. As the team 7 Colors tries to make a formation to dive in, but they might be just retreating honestly. Turtle seems wasted here.
And this was a smart decision from 7 Colors not to contest this because the gold lead is there right now. The separation and the damage from Melissa just melted down that Valir. He had no chance right there. And there's second tier turret on the mid lane will be also taken down. That hook coming in from Minshitar once again catching off that Clint. I guess this should be.
This should be the end, yeah, this should be the end. The sport Clint keeps catching then cut off of Minshitar. Badad flickers ults, but then fails to catch anyone. This is just a desperate attempt to stop them from pushing as all of them come one by one to try to push them back, but nothing happens. Ahmad gets cornered by Xavier with the Donnie Light and the damage from Melissa, and the poor Valir just tries to ult away, but then gets caught out by Hayabusa and Shadow. This might be a game end from ABN, but yep, it is a game end from ABN, as I thought that Clint might have been a good point to stop them, but nothing happened. Clint couldn't do that. Clint sadly just didn't have the damage, neither had the tankiness to push them back.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, Team ABM has won the first match in the best of 3 between them and the 7 Colors. What do you think, Rishi? What went wrong for 7 Colors? I mean, we saw in the very early stages of the game that they were getting those pickoffs. The Joy was actually annoying that Hayabusa a lot. But what went wrong?
Honestly, they were just got a bit too greedy. That's it. That's the one point that you have to understand. In the early game, anything can happen. And if you're very desperate to keep up the momentum, they forgot to keep up the momentum. the beat. They didn't keep up the rhythm. They lost that rhythm as soon as that Melissa dropped those kills on the top on Waleed and Clint. Simply,
Well, yeah.
they could just win any game.
Well, I guess yes. I mean, there was no one to take that damage, no one to sustain it. So I guess the Melissa was able to. We saw that Melissa was able to melt them like just butter right there. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this was the first game between ABM and Seven Colors. We will be right back for the second game between them. We'll be right back.
Push making sure that they don't get something off, get something wrong here. Clint, however, gets picked off here. Flitter wasted, but Flitter used, but doesn't really matter as Vincitar puts him back.
By that ult from the Xavier, but he will manage to go back. But the Minshitar has a hook that Aman, but Aman will not be able to survive. He almost escaped that, but
That means terrible. And we see another top lane. Valeed, Joy, and Clint are bullying Melissa, but Joy gets
a bit in trouble. But will he be able to manage to escape this one? I don't think so. He is still alive, but the Clint will surely take him down. But Melissa was the Ammon going into under that second tier turret, almost near the inhibitor, and takes down that Esmeralda. Meanwhile, the fight prolongs, and the Melissa was
just savage. The Clint shuts down, and the Vengeance also shuts down Melissa. But sadly, Clint couldn't save Joy there, but gets put by Mincy, trying to port. Sees casualty fire. The Fist of Zed plus Amon's is daggers, tries to kill Mincy, but he's too tanky to survive both of them. Because of that, both of them die. As
of that Clint. I guess this should be.
This should be the end. Yeah, this should be the end. This poor Clint keeps catching then cut off of Mincy, but then flickers ults, but then fails to catch anyone. This is just a desperate attempt to stop them from pushing, as all of them come one by one to try to push them back, but nothing happens. Amon gets cornered by Xavier with the dotting light and the push making sure that they don't get something off, get something wrong here. Clint, however, gets picked off here. Flitter wasted, but Flitter used, but doesn't really matter as Vincitar puts him back.
By that ult from the Xavier, but he will manage to go back. But the Minshitar has a hook that Aman, but Aman will not be able to survive. He almost escaped that, but
that means terrible. And we see another top lane. Valeed, Joy, and Clint are bullying Melissa, but Joy gets
a bit in trouble. But will he be able to manage to escape this one? I don't think so. He is still alive, but the Clint will surely take him down. But Melissa was the Ammon going into under that second tier turret, almost near the inhibitor, and takes down that Esmeralda. Meanwhile, the fight prolongs, and the Melissa was
just savage. The Clint shuts down, and the Vengeance also shuts down Melissa. But sadly, Clint couldn't save Joy there, but gets put by Mincy, trying to port. Sees casualty fire. The Fist of Zed plus Amon's is daggers, tries to kill Mincy, but he's too tanky to survive both of them. Because of that, both of them die. As
of that Clint. I guess this should be.
This should be the end. Yeah, this should be the end. This poor Clint keeps catching then cut off of Mincy, but then flickers ults, but then fails to catch anyone. This is just a desperate attempt to stop them from pushing, as all of them come one by one to try to push them back, but nothing happens. Amon gets cornered by Xavier with the dotting light and the push making sure that they don't get something off, get something wrong here. Clint, however, gets picked off here. Flitter wasted, but Flitter used, but doesn't really matter as Vincitar puts him back.
By that ult from the Xavier, but he will manage to go back. But the Minshitar has a hook that Aman, but Aman will not be able to survive. He almost escaped that, but
that means terrible. And we see another top lane. Valeed, Joy, and Clint are bullying Melissa, But Joy gets
a bit in trouble, but will he be able to manage to escape this one? I don't think so. He is still alive,
Might.
but the Clint will surely take him down. But Melissa was the Ammon going into under that second tier, almost near the inhibitor, and takes down that Esmeralda. Meanwhile, the fight prolongs, and the Melissa was
just, savage. The Clint shuts down, and the Vengeance also shuts down this.
Hero has been slain.
But sadly, Clint couldn't save Joy there, but gets hurt by Mincy. Portly tried to port. Sees casualty fire. The Fist of Zed plus Amon's is daggers. Tries to kill Mincy, but he's too tanky to survive both of them.
Slay hero has
Because of that, both of them die.
annoying. He's being along with Baran is just zoning Johnson out. Jupiter, but the wrath of Drive was absolutely perfect. I mean, get the retribution on time. Using the Endless will be taking a lot of damage out of it. Not getting the Johnson will launch the and there we go. The lead with the super position. It's Rush not sniping.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MKE's Championship Season 5, sponsored by Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, and Ivy Diamond Store. I am Ego, and please welcome back our favorite caster, Sasuke. Welcome, Sasuke.
Well, that was an unexpected introduction I was expecting, but yes, we are here with the match number 2 between these two teams. The teams are this time ABM will be on blue side taking on 7 colors on the right side. By the way, guys, I have a news. That is the giveaway redeem code is here. You guys can claim it your free diamonds. The link for redeeming the code is in the description. Please go and check it out. Meanwhile, we'll be going into the lobby directly. And what do you think? Like, you were there in the last match between these two teams. What they have picked. So what do you think this time? They will be banning. Okay, there is a Padang ban. I do think that is kind of a respect ban from the last game. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, exactly. This is a respect ban from the last match because we saw that Badang was actually annoying the Hayabusa from Abomination. ABM. And from the side of 7 colors, they have banned that 1-1. I mean, this was their ban from last match, so I guess they are continuing it. I guess they don't want that 1-1 on the hands of Ayu, I guess. And that Nathan is also being banned from the side of ABM. This was also the same ban from last match. I mean, and it is not a big surprise that the Nathan is being banned.
Well, you are right, absolutely. But yeah, Nathan being banned is quite good. And look at that! That respect ban coming in from red team. That is the 7 colors. That is gonna be the Kufra. They're not taking any risk like giving Apex that Kufra. But you know, banning those respect hero keeps a lot of heroes open. Like there is a Julian, there is a Xavier as well. And you know, there is an Arlord, but they will be locking down that Julian Asuna on Julian this time.
Even in the last match, the Julian was actually open, but none of the team decided to pick that. I guess that Joy will be picked again by the side of seven colors. I mean, that Joy was actually being annoying in the early game a lot, dealing damage to the jungler from the team ABM, and that Clint will also be the same pick from last match. I guess they are continuing the same picks from seven colors. I mean, and from ABM they have picked that Paquito. What do you think about this Paquito?
Well, if I'm not wrong, like Jay's Paquito is quite good. Like we might see a clean sweep this time, but I'm not hoping for that because I do believe in seven colors just because of the name. Look.
I mean, the name is seven colors, we know, but from side of ABM, the Minshitar has been picked again. Last match, the Minshitar was like picking off that Clint and the backline heroes one by one, and I mean that Clint was helpless right there because of that Minshitar being so just targeting him most of the times. But seven colors, I guess they are going with the same picks again. That Valir is being locked once again.
Need some stitches?
Well, I do agree. Like this Valir might be a counter for this Minstar because you can see like Valir's ultimate is quite. He has an inbuilt purification. Sorry, my bad. So he'll be a big asset to counter down that Minstar. But we are seeing as we move to the second phase of the draft, we are seeing two bans. That is the R-Lord coming on from the blue side. They're going to be banning down that R-Lord as well as that Melissa. They're not going to give that Melissa to that Ryu again this time.
I mean, last game Ryu was melting down the opponent with that Melissa. But we are seeing Martis been picked for as the jungler for the side of seven colors. I guess it is not the jungler. They have switched the spell right now, but the Fredrin is open, and yes, I guess will ABM pick the Fredrin. We know that the Julian can go mid and the Paquito can go side, or these three heroes are like almost interchangeable.
Well, but they will be locking down that 4vs along with that Claude, sorry. They do have that balanced team in my opinion, but my question is like, why do you want to pick Martis when they have a Minstar in the enemy? Like you could go for a Valentina Rome, the jungler, but you'll be having too much of magic damage. But instead, like you'll be having too many ultimates. That is the good ultimates if you have a Valentina in your team.
Yeah, but one thing I have been noticing from the side of seven colors that they are playing this Joy in the mid lane instead of the EXP lane, and they have picked this Esmeralda on that jungler. We know the Esmeralda's damage and the sum of the the cooldown it provides from the second skill has been increased. So I guess the Esmeralda jungler works here, but I don't know. It seems like they are still lacking that sustainability like the draft from their last match.
Well, if we talk about the sustainability, I do agree. Like Esmeralda, if she's farm, she'll be taking all the sustained damage coming in from the blue side because, as you can see, she'll be gaining a ton amount of shields from this Phobius as well as Paquito itself, and along with that Minstar, if he used his second skill on any of the enemy members.
So, what do you think? Which team has the better draft right now?
Well, if we talk about the draft, AB have quite a good draft, a decent one that we usually see. The unexpected draft is of seven colors, so I would be vouching for them because we don't usually see an Esmeralda in hyper position.
Yeah, the Esmeralda on the hyper position and that Joy on the mid lane. I mean, they are playing a bit different than others, bit unique. I guess this is how they play. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, both the roamers are there to help their gold laners. Like this is an expected strategy nowadays. That
indeed, and look at that Valir. He too knows like there is the Mensa And we are seeing like there is going to be the fight for this Little Wanderer. There is, and Jay will be securing down that Little Wanderer using his retribution. There comes the beautiful hook coming in from Minster. He'll be locking down that Esmeralda, but no fight resumes as both of the teams will be retreating back to their respective lanes as well as their jungler. The jungle area.
Yeah,
But look at that. Look at the damage coming in from Joy. It's been 1 minute and 10 seconds, and look at the damage. He has still a ton of damage to the Julian in the midsection itself.
Asunam was in trouble. He was able to escape, and the Minchitar will also be able to back off right now. I mean, the strong point of the draft from the side of Team 7 Colors is their early game. As we know that Esmeralda deals a fair amount of damage in the early game after the new patch, and that Valir and that Joy also deals. I mean, they have to. Their composition is more like based on the early to mid game.
Indeed, and we can see that Joy is doing her job. That she'll be taking down as Mr. hooks her down and stuns him, as well as the Ryu will be securing that first blood over to that Joy. But things are looking trouble, and he'll be securing the double kill. Valir will be going down. Martis is there. He'll be securing a kill. Look at that damage. Double kill for Martis. He'll be going for triple. He is quite hungry, but he'll be retreating as Julian has managed to escape. But there is the Clint. He'll be dealing some amount of damage, but no, look at that. Julian using his skills and giving some amount of damage to the Clint. Meanwhile, we were engrossed in the team fight. That turtle was laid down by the red team.
And meanwhile, on the top side, there is a fight brewing up. The Minchitar has popped the ult and will be troubling that Martis right there. The Martis is still going to be fighting, and I guess he will be going back right now. The Joy is there. The Phoebus using his ult to disrupt that Joy, but I guess both the teams should be going back. The the Martis has gone in again right now, being caught off by that Phoebus. The Valir has been hooked by Minchitar and will be taken down by the Paquito. Joy looks in trouble. I guess he will be able to escape right there.
Look at that Esmeralda. She took down the red buff of the enemy side. So this time Paquito we won't be having red buff. Both of the teams are playing fairly, but we are seeing that Joy might be in some trouble. Look at the damage. Flame shot missing on. Joy will be securing, safe and sound. He'll be retreating back to his base.
The farm on Ryu right now is. He is farmed up once again. Like last match, he was leading the gold, even from the early to the later stages of the game, and right now he is still leading the gold, in terms of all the players right now. So I guess giving this Claude farmed up, getting this Claude farmed up in the early game, this is like troubling for the side of 7 Colors.
Top lane, we are seeing a 1v2 situation. Martis is going to use his ultimate, but he'll be not securing. Look at the damage. He nearly took down that Phoebus, that is the Esmeralda. She dealt an amount of damage, but Martis was forced down to use his ultimate as well as the flicker just to secure that kill, but he fought as he don't have that much of damage. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we are seeing a team fight. Claude getting a kill over to that Valir. Meanwhile, Valir too secures a kill over to that Minster.
And both teams right now going head to head. There's not much of a big goal difference right now. The Joy going into that Paquito will be able to escape right there. Meanwhile, Martis is here right now, and a team fight is brewing up. The ultimate has been used by that Phoebus, so I guess it won't be available if the fight gets prolonged even more.
But Phoebus might look in some trouble, and there we go. If we talk about the trouble, Julian itself will be securing a kill over to that Valir, but Julian is quite pretty low. Martis is there, he will be taking down, but no, Julian will be safe before starting to use his skills wisely. Joy will be taken down as well by this Minster. Look at the beautiful ult coming in from Minster, as well as the combination from the Paquito. Joy will be taken down. Joy against this Minster?
This Minsitar, I have no words for him. He is just brilliant right now. Even in the last game, even this game, he is getting those pick-offs, those important pick-offs like that Joy and that Clint over and over again, which is like bad news for Seven Colors.
Indeed, and look at that. Joy has been used. His ultimate Pakito is there. He'll be tailing some damage, but Joy will be safe and sound. Meanwhile, Esmeralda uses his falling star move over to that penalty. No one, Julian is cutting down that kill over to that Esmeralda. Joy will be going and engaging down, but it will be retreating as he don't have his ultimate.
The Martis was actually trying to get a kill on that Julian, but Julian was able to escape in time. The Martis goes in once again. He might be in trouble, but the Joy is right there. Martis escapes, but the Phoebus is on its tail. The Joy goes in onto that Julian, but both teams will disengage.
But look at that bottom section. Clint managed to take down the tier 1 tower of the bottom lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we are seeing that Joy will be taken down as Claude will be using his second skill as well as the ultimate. Look at the damage coming in from the Claude. Martis is quite low as well as Julian. But here comes the Pakito. He'll be securing down that kill over to that Clint. He is quite in trouble as well. He will be knocking him down, and Esmeralda will be securing a kill over to that Pakito. Look at that Claude. He is in enemy space taking down that red buff. He don't fear anything. He's quite the daredevil.
And that Claude has already built his Demon Hunter sword and that golden staff. The damage is online from him right now. Meanwhile, on that red side, red buff jungle side of that, the Joy has used his ulti. The Julian was taken down low, even that Claude, but both of them managed to escape. The Minshitar will be taken down by the Clint, and the Julian will also be taken down by that Joy. Phoebus right now holding the fight himself, but his shield and damage won't be enough to prolong the fight anymore. He will be taken down by that Clint, if I'm not wrong.
Indeed, that is what's going to happen, and I do think like they'll be taking down this top in Tower 1. Meanwhile, Esmeralda is doing the opposite. She was quite low HP. She retreated and she was in the bottom lane. But meanwhile, we are seeing that Claude to secure a kill over to that Martis, and Joy was quite pretty low. So it was the Claude. He did the 1v2 situation in top lane.
That Claude is farmed up right now. He can't be stopped as of the moment, because the damage from him is insane. The damage from that Pakito is also insane, almost taking down that Valir. Valir was able to survive that with the help of his ultimate, or else he would have been taken down right there.
And if we talk about the itemization, it's quite late, but we are seeing the Demon Hunter sword as well as the golden staff coming in from that Ryu that is on Claude. He do have the highest gold lead, as you mentioned, but we are seeing that Esmeralda might be in some trouble as Pakito 2 managed to secure a kill over to that Esmeralda. But Joy he is doing, but he don't have that amount of damage to take down every member, as we can see another member falling down from the right side, and it will be the Ryu, the Claude taking down that Valir. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. Meanwhile, we saw that Clint was almost took down that Pakito, but Pakito was able to escape right there. I guess right now the gold on that Claude is too much, and the damage from that Claude is too much to handle for the side from the side of Seven Colors right now. I talked about this. The sustainability from the side of Seven Colors is the issue right there. Meanwhile, on that Lord, the fight is started. The Joy will be taken down by the Julian. Martis goes in, but I guess he will be in trouble. Meanwhile, on that Esmeralda manages to escape with that retribution, while Ryu is on that Valir, but Valir will be able to escape. Meanwhile, the Lord will be secured by Jay on that Pakito, and the flame shot misses right there, but Alim is on that Clint, and Jay will be right there to deal the damage and get that Claude. Esmeralda still trying to escape, will be able to escape with that falling star moon, but no, Jay misses
what?
that almost.
What a fight! That was quite intense fight, and Esmeralda was on 1% HP. She was on the verge of her death. But there was, that Mensta hook is quite pretty good, and we are seeing that Lord is marching down the first set in from the mid lane to the tier 2 pro the enemy base. But as you can see, Joy dealing ton amount of damage, but that damage won't be enough as she'll be forced to use his ultimate along with his vengeance. Here comes the Minstar ultimate. He will be using down, but the damage coming in from the Clint, he'll be taking down that Minstar. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Paquito will be securing that tier 2 tower. Joy is there, he'll be dealing, but no! Look at the damage coming in from Paquito. He'll be securing that kill over to the Joy along with that Valir falling down. Apex securing a kill over to that Valir.
I mean, this match is going insane right now. Both the teams, I mean, Team 7 Color still have a chance to come back. I mean, that damage from that Clint is right now online. We saw that damage was able to melt down that Minshithar just a moment ago. But it's still their sustainability. I think this is going to be an issue. I mean, there is no one from their side to take that damage or like to initiate. That Martis on that damage build, I don't think would be able to deal much. I mean, take much damage from the side of the damage coming in from ABM.
You can see like Lord was going with the ultimate, but there was a Martis. He'll be nullifying his ultimate. Look at that damage coming in from Phobius. He might have got a kill, but instead he'll be going down as he had took too much damage from the tower itself. But meanwhile, we are seeing a Joy getting down. He was between a 1v4 situation. He was trying to deal some damage to the kill. Look at that damage. The zone coming in from Valir itself. The damage coming in from both of the teams are quite dealing ton amount of damage. Here comes the initiation from the Remartis itself. He'll be locking down his ultimate to the wrong person. He'll be locking down his ultimate to the Minstar. Lord uses ultimate, gets a kill over to that Clint. Killing spree for that Julian. He'll be securing down that kill over to that Martis. Things are not looking well for the red team here. Might be a wiped out, but Joy barely managed to survive. He was quite dealing damage to that Claude. He wants to take a kill over to the Claude, but he'll be using his second skill to get out of that tough situation. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we are seeing that Esmeralda was fallen down in a 1v2 fight between this Martis, this Minstar and Paquito versus Esmeralda. And there
this
we go.
Is game over.
Is game number 2. A clean sweep, I guess.
Victory!
Yes, it was a clean sweep 2-0 from the side of ABM Team 7 Colors. Even though they had the early game composition, was not able to capitalize that. And we saw the damage from that Paquito and that Claude was insane. That Esmeralda was being melted down like it had no sustainability at all in this match. I mean, she was being.
If we talk about the damage, both of the teams were dealing ton amount of damage. But if we talk about the sustainability, the blue team do have that tanky, that is the Minstar, as well as that Phobius. Even he do have that semi-tanky items. But if he has that Oracle, he do cast plenty of shield along as long as he bonks, that is, jumps down over to the target. And in the red team, there was no sustainability. Even Martis was trying to go for that semi-damage build or semi-tank build, but that was not enough. Along with that Esmeralda, she do build that radiant armor, but that wasn't sufficient enough to. The damage given done from that Lord was just too much.
Yes, exactly, and I guess this was this will be the game over for Team 7 Colors. I mean, we send them good regards for their future matches, but this is the end of their journey in MKE season 5.
Congratulations to the team ABM. They will be going to the semi-finals. This is MKE Championship Season 5, sponsored by Genesis Store and co-sponsored by Vist Store and Zeutan Store. I'm Sasuke along with my partner Ego, and we'll be signing off as the day is concluded with this final match. ABM winning this quarterfinals game number 2.
Early to mid game.
Indeed, and we can see that Joy is doing her job. That she'll be taking down as Mr. Hooks her down and stuns him, as well as the Ryu will be. Things are looking trouble, and he'll be securing the double kill. Walid will be going down. Martis is there. He'll be securing a kill. Look at that damage. Double kill for Martis. He'll be going for triple. He is quite hungry, but he'll be.
The Martis has gone in again right now, being caught off by that previous. The Valir has been hooked by Minchitar and will be taken down by the Pakito. Joy looks in trouble. I guess he will be able.
Martis was forced down to use his ultimate as well as the flicker just to secure that kill, but he fought as he don't have that much of damage. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we are seeing a team fight. Claude getting a kill, but look at that bottom section. Clint managed to take down the tier 1 tower of the bottom lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we are seeing that Joy will be taken down as Claude will be using his second skill as well as the ultimate. Look at the damage giving in from.
The Julian was taken down low, even that Claude, but both of them managed to escape. The Minchitar will be taken down by the Flint, and the Julian will also be taken down by that Joy. PBS right now holding the fight him.
Is good lead as you mentioned, but we are seeing that Esmeralda might be in some trouble as Pakito 2 managed to secure a kill over to that Esmeralda, but Joy he is doing, but he don't have that amount of time. But the damage coming in from the Clint, he'll be taking down that Minstar. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Pakito will be securing that tier 2 tower. Joy is there, he'll be dealing, but no! Look at the damage coming in from Pakito. He'll be securing that kill over to the Joy. Like, Claude was going with the ultimate, but there was a Martis. He'll be nullifying his ultimate. Look at that damage coming in from Phobius. He might have got a kill, but instead locking down his ultimate to the wrong person. He'll be locking down to his ultimate to the Minstar. Claude uses his ultimate, gets a kill over to that Clint. Killing spree for that Julian. He'll be
Early to mid game.
Indeed, and we can see that Joy is doing her job. That she'll be taking down as Mr. Hooks her down and stuns him, as well as the Ryu will be. Things are looking trouble, and he'll be securing the double kill. Walid will be going down. Martis is there. He'll be securing a kill. Look at that damage. Double kill for Martis. He'll be going for triple. He is quite hungry, but he'll be.
The Martis has gone in again right now, being caught off by that previous. The Valir has been hooked by Minchitar and will be taken down by the Pakito. Joy looks in trouble. I guess he will be able.
Martis was forced down to use his ultimate as well as the flicker just to secure that kill, but he fought as he don't have that much of damage. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we are seeing a team fight. Claude getting a kill, but look at that bottom section. Clint managed to take down the tier 1 tower of the bottom lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we are seeing that Joy will be taken down as Claude will be using his second skill as well as the ultimate. Look at the damage giving in from.
The Julian was taken down low, even that Claude, but both of them managed to escape. The Minchitar will be taken down by the Flint, and the Julian will also be taken down by that Joy. PBS right now holding the fight him.
Is good lead as you mentioned, but we are seeing that Esmeralda might be in some trouble as Pakito 2 managed to secure a kill over to that Esmeralda, but Joy he is doing, but he don't have that amount of time. But the damage coming in from the Clint, he'll be taking down that Minstar. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Pakito will be securing that tier 2 tower. Joy is there, he'll be dealing, but no! Look at the damage coming in from Pakito. He'll be securing that kill over to the Joy. Like, Claude was going with the ultimate, but there was a Martis. He'll be nullifying his ultimate. Look at that damage coming in from Phobius. He might have got a kill, but instead locking down his ultimate to the wrong person. He'll be locking down to his ultimate to the Minstar. Claude uses his ultimate, gets a kill over to that Clint. Killing spree for that Julian. He'll be
Early to mid game.
Indeed, and we can see that Joy is doing her job. That she'll be taking down as Mr. Hooks her down and stuns him, as well as the Ryu will be. Things are looking trouble, and he'll be securing the double kill. Walid will be going down. Martis is there. He'll be securing a kill. Look at that damage. Double kill for Martis. He'll be going for triple. He is quite hungry, but he'll be.
The Martis has gone in again right now, being caught off by that previous. The Valir has been hooked by Minchitar and will be taken down by the Paquito. Joy looks in trouble. I guess he will be able.
No, Martis was forced